Should be live now. Mike's gonna be just a little late. A little late to the party. Um yeah, so yeah. Can you guys hear me? I wanna make sure you can hear me before I start talking a bunch. Let me know in chat. The last time we had issues where you guys couldn't hear me and I was talking for like 5 minutes. Don't want that problem again. Hey Anthony. What's up? What's up? Yeah, so lots of fear mongering going on right now. I'm just gonna assume you guys can hear me. Yeah. With US jobless claims, going up unexpectedly. But the main thing is, for some reason, doesn't make any sense to me, but for some reason, there's all these fears about the global economic comeback after COVID-19. I don't really understand that because the last, like, I don't know, 6 months, everything's been growing like crazy. People have been spending stupid amount of money. I don't know where that fear's coming from. But then also a big thing, which is probably sort of more the main thing, is that Japan declared a state of emergency in Tokyo for the Olympics because of the COVID-19 variants. So there's a lot of hot garbage being talked about right now. Why everything is down. Plus, just, we're talking about friggin' stock market crash, which is going to make a stock market crash happen. So, yeah, I actually I bought some more this morning. Bought a little bit yesterday too. I was thinking it was gonna, start kind of being real bad. I looked at pre-market, everything was down like 5-8%. I thought, like, here we go. Here's, this is a start of, a correction or a crash or something. But the good thing is, it got bought up. After the first hour or so, it started getting bought up. Pretty much everything did. Some stuff is actually positive for me now, and it's pretty much just sideways for a lot of things. Some things are slowly starting to trend back up, but it's mainly sideways. It was funny with NIO. It seemed like I was watching the volume on NIO at open, and it just at open the first couple minutes there was like no volume. It was like 80,000 or less, and then all of a sudden someone sold 2 million shares, and then that's when things started moving. So it seemed like a lot of people weren't really panic selling. They were waiting to see what would happen. So that's obviously good, but I don't think this is the end of this, because they're going to just be pushing it more and more. And then media about more fear about COVID variants. They've already been starting that. And then Japan going into state of emergency is just going to help push the fear. So we'll see. Obviously, I don't want things to keep going down. It is, like I said, a good sign that things didn't, just sell off right away. People were waiting to see what happened. But yeah, I mean, it's not looking that great, but it's also not looking as bad as it did this morning. So we'll have to just wait and really see what happens tomorrow to see if what's going to happen. If this is the start of some kind of market crash or whatever. But let's see. Hi from Chester, UK. I can. Thank you for joining. Picked up 5 more NIO at 43 today. Yeah, I bought some more on that second dip. Not a lot, just in case it keeps going down, because I did buy some yesterday. Just a little bit as well, just in case it keeps going down like it did today. But yeah, I'm hoping that obviously we don't just keep going down. It just really depends on what the media pushes out like crazy. Uh, you've been buying small amounts of shares starting in pre-market. Yeah, if you could get him during pre-market, you could buy it stupid cheap. Um, it's funny. I saw a comment on I believe yesterday's video saying why is Neo so far down when Lee and Xpeng are not down as much, but look at it today. Xpeng's down 4.5% and Neo's down 1.8. So there's that. I bought 1,000 shares at 43 thanks to negative news. Heck yeah, Ron. You loading the boat when it's exactly what you should be doing. Not panic selling and just buying more. Are they going to have an event for Neo Power Day? Yeah, I saw an article about it where it's supposed to be at, but yeah, it is supposed to be an event. But also it is going to be like live streamed as well. So I don't know if there's like a limited amount of people for the event. I have to look it up again. I've invested all my money in Neo and cannot buy the dips now. Just waiting long for next push. The media love to have a dig at China. Longs will win over the next 12 months. Yeah, I mean, exactly what they're doing. They're pushing all the China crap, and I mean, that's why a lot of times the Chinese EVs are down further than everything else. But not that worried about it. Yeah, obviously long term is where it's at. If you're holding long, then I guess this shouldn't really scare you, especially if you held down into the 30s. But yeah. What do you think about AMC? I haven't really looked at AMC this morning, besides when it was down like 9%, but it looks like it's up over 3% now. So, I mean, that's good. There's obviously still interest in it. If people are buying up even after it was down like, I don't even know now, 20-30% in the last, I don't know, few days, because yesterday was like a 10% down day. So obviously it's good that it's going back up. That it shows that people aren't done with it yet. I've been slowly accumulating XPEV and Lee. Yeah, I've been buying Xpeng. I haven't been buying Lee, but I have been buying a little bit of Xpeng. I'm gonna wait and see if we keep going down before I buy more, because I did buy a little bit more yesterday. So yeah. BSRQ. No, I'm not in B Square. China crack only tech that partially by non-Chinese citizens. Please do note NIO is not under tech, and NIO is sort of funded by the Chinese government. Yeah, they're sort of funded by the Chinese government, like you said. Let's see what the RSI is on NIO. Not that RSI really matters at all if there is going to be a stock market crash, but it's 48 right now, so it's holding at 48. So if we stay kind of by this 50 and then consolidate, that would be nice. I mean, everything's pretty much completely sideways right now, so I'm hoping that we just stay sideways for the rest of the day or go up, unless some just negative news comes out. But the volume on NIO is good and it's still hanging sideways, so that's a good sign. But yeah, it looks like stuff's starting to kind of consolidate, which is good. I mean, we made up over half, more like 2/3 or more of what we lost this morning, and then it's sideways. So it doesn't seem like everybody's completely scared and running, which is good, because I was watching this morning just waiting to see what was going to happen. What are your thoughts about buying a little of DD? I own DD. I bought just a tiny bit. And then the next day it went down like that was the next day it was down like 20 some percent. And then I bought a good chunk more, bringing my cost average down. Um, I'm not buying any more right now. I'm waiting to see how far down it goes, and then I'll probably buy a little bit more. I think it'd be good once they figure out all their, the Chinese government lets them people on the app again or download the app. I mean, you can still use the app if you already had it, but they're not allowing new users, so that's a problem. But they're supposedly huge in China, so I see them getting that sorted out, and then the stock will go up. And once they do, and they start allowing people again, the stock's gonna take off. It should rebound pretty good, so you can make some good money if it does. So I could be, get some quick gains off of that for sure. Let's see. What are your thoughts about? Would you expect a lift tomorrow after the power day? It's mad how good news and good sales then drops the price. Yeah, I mean, right now it doesn't matter what kind of news comes out with any stock. Everything is just going to kind of follow whatever the market in general is doing. If there's a bunch of fear about nonsense like what's going on right now, it doesn't matter what NIO says, it's going to go down with the rest of the market. So if hopefully tomorrow, it's either going to go one of two ways. Tomorrow it's going to be really bad again, and then then I think it's going to last probably a week or so of just bad crap, because it just depends on how much they're pushing the stock market crisis crap, and if how hard they're pushing all the news about the COVID variants and Japan getting shut down pretty much, and if other countries start doing the same, we're going down for sure. But what kind of makes me think this might be the last day is that we didn't just sell off. Like, everyone didn't just panic sell right away at open. I mean, it didn't just keep going down. Like, people aren't that scared if the stock recovered, I don't know, 3/4, I guess, probably 2/3, 3/4 of what it was down this morning. It recovered pretty good, and we're sitting sideways now. So I don't think everyone's completely terrified of a crash right now, because we're holding at this level and recovered a lot. Some of my stocks are actually up, like Roku's up. Yeah. But I don't think it'll matter. Tomorrow I'm kind of expecting more of the same. Hopefully not as bad. But like I said, it just depends on how hard they're pushing the fear in the news. With jobless claims came out too. That wasn't that great of a report. So yeah. I don't think NIO Power Day will have an effect on NIO at this point. Unless magically the market goes back to normal tomorrow and they release some really good news, but I don't see that happening. I see kind of more sideways movement at least. Is Mike back now?
All right, party's here. Party's here. Yeah.
Get the party started.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm a little late to the party. Had some things to take care of. Thought so we ordered a new bed. I thought that was coming today. It's on the FedEx truck, and the FedEx guy drove by, and he didn't stop at my house, so I about ran out there to chase him down. So we'll see if it shows up.
Probably not.
Oh, let's see here. Let's change this up a little bit. What's going on, everybody? Sorry I'm late. Yeah, what's going on? Doesn't change my mind.
Huh?
That doesn't change my mind.
What are you talking about?
What you sent in Discord?
Oh.
I don't even know who that is. Probably just somebody a part of the problem. All right. Let's see here.
Perhaps why NIO's not getting crushed today is because Power Day tomorrow. I don't know. I mean, Tesla's only down 0.25%. CCIV made up a lot of its. It was down really bad this morning, and it's only down 2.5% now.
Right. I was expecting. I was actually like looking at this today. I was expecting a really bad day because this morning when I woke up, everything was down like 5 or 6%. So I actually sold out of some of my NIO shares. Took the profit, the little bit of profit that I had. I think I sold out of probably maybe just a little under half, and I'll leave the rest in there, and I'll either buy lower or I'll invest into something else, because I've obviously, if you guys have been around here, I'm like 80% heavy on NIO in my portfolio, so this will give me a chance to buy into something different. So
yeah, I don't think this is really over yet either.
Yeah, it's kind of it's honestly it's kind of like I don't know where this is headed kind of day. Or not day, but like I don't know where this is headed kind of situation.
So I work in the automotive industry and have been closed for 8 of the last 10 weeks with a chip shortage hitting the UK. Hope NIO's over that now. They're supposed to be over it now. Supposedly May was their worst month.
Let's see here. At what price you sold? I sold it like 45 something, somewhere in this ballpark. Somewhere I think it was like 45.20 or something, somewhere in this ballpark. It was early this morning, so I was just kind of concerned that it was going to keep tanking, and I didn't want to. So I had to average down. So I sold a lot of my positions that were like relative, like really like close to going negative. So I sold out so they wouldn't go negative, so I'm not losing money, and then I'll just buy back in if this kind of holds where it's at. So
right, like I said though, I don't think this is over. Like we could just go further tomorrow, so that's why I'm waiting.
Right.
Waiting to see how much we dip, because I bought a little bit yesterday, in case that was the only day it went down. But
right,
yeah, obviously down today, so I'm gonna wait and see. Like I said earlier, I think it's obviously a good sign that everyone didn't just panic sell, and a lot of it got bought back up, and now we're just sideways. So it kind of tells me that everybody's not on the bandwagon that this is going to be a stock market crash, or is completely terrified of all the bad news that's been coming out.
Right.
So it is good, but I also don't think it's really over with us.
Keep up the great work, guys. Loyal listener. Appreciate that, Eli. Appreciate that.
Yeah, the boss, exactly. Yeah.
Any thoughts on
quote to live by.
Zep? What is Zep? I don't think it's another health one. I haven't looked into this. I'll write it down. I haven't. I don't think I've ever heard of this one. Any reasons we should be watching it? They got something coming up or anything? I don't want this to be a quick. My concern with a lot of these stocks is the fact that they're Reddit pumped. Now, I'm not saying this is Reddit pumped. I don't know anything about it, but
it looks like it ran up during the whole kind of BNGO run up stuff too.
It's kind of a up down kind of play.
Yeah. I have the urge to sell too, but I should have sold at 55, but I'm going to sell 30% of NIO when it hits 55. Yeah, I mean, looking back, it's obviously like, yeah, I should have sold at 55, but you didn't know it was going to tank off either.
Right.
So yeah.
My thought behind selling today was, obviously I don't want to see this thing go back down into the 30s. You know, there's a lot of people, a lot of YouTube, a lot of market, the state's media the United States media pushing fear mongering and pushing crashing. So they're pushing us into a crash.
Right.
And so like, I didn't want to see this go back down to 30 when I could sell, at least break even and sell, the shares that I'm at least even on, then I'm not losing any money, and then I could take that money and buy it cheaper. So that was my thought process behind it. So if it goes cheap, if it drops, then cool, I'll buy more, even lower. If not, then it allows me to buy into something else or buy even more NIO. So
Yep.
So I'll
Yeah,
honestly, I'll
Ron.
hold what I have now. So
Ron with the AMC thing. I got so much crap from everybody when I said that I sold on the day that I was up like 100%. I didn't sell all of it.
AMC's actually up. That's cool. I
I
actually sold out
sold
this morning too. So
I sold well over half. But I mean, you know, look at me.
Right.
I made a lot more money than everybody else that is just holding.
I sold what I had out this morning, and I mean I'll take like a 80% profit because I bought in at like $18. So to me it was still stagnant. Obviously it sucks seeing it go up 4%. That's what the market does, but you know, who knows? Everything was down. Everything's still kind of mixed. Nobody really knows what's going to happen with a lot of these things. I'm kind of glad though things are buying themselves back, and you know, we're not seeing like crazy drop off. So
Yep. Why is the market down? There's a lot of things going on. Jobless claim stuff just came out. But the main thing is like Tokyo went into state emergency because of the COVID variants for the Olympic stuff. So
I think it's the COVID variants thing is a lot of fear
mainly
mongering.
that. Yeah, it's a lot of fear mongering. Plus with people just talking about a market crash and crisis and all that nonsense. I think it's mainly Japan shutting down.
I'm sick and tired of hearing about this damn COVID shit, honestly. Right. Make me mad.
Yeah. It's like, let's just move on with our lives. But also for some reason, another issue or another thing too is that for some reason now they're worried about economic growth after COVID, which makes literal no sense to me because the last 6 months, you know, the economy's been growing like crazy. People have been hiring like crazy. People just buying stuff up like crazy. So I don't really know why that came out today, that they're scared of the economic growth.
That's complete hogwash.
Yeah, that's just straight fear mongering.
I'm scared of the economic growth coming. Like, that's what you want. You want people to be spending money on houses. You want people to be spending them at businesses, at stores, but yet you guys are scared. Like, that's the kind of crap, and that's what amazes me. And now you guys got me going on a rant, but I think that's what amazes me with the media is that there's so many people that like just watch it religiously, and they're scared because they believe everything. But you got to realize that the media is also a part of the problem. Like, they're just as bad as the politicians, the career politicians that don't know shit about anything. Like, you have these people that have been in there 40, 50, 60 years that don't know anything about technology. I'm shocked they can even run the iPhones that they have. And like, I don't know why we do not have younger people in the White House, why we do not have younger people in Congress, like people that know what it's like to be in the real world, that's had real jobs. Like, we need to refresh this. We need to, I think there should be term limits. Like, just, I don't know how we keep voting these people in that literally are the problem.
Well, I mean,
like, how?
A lot of them we don't vote in, so.
Yeah. Well, that too, but like,
and there will never be term limits because we won't vote on that, and they'll never vote themselves out of a job.
Right, but
so that's never gonna. That's not gonna happen. I think that needs
to change. Somehow that needs to be changed.
It won't. So
I'm not saying it will, but I'm saying like it needs to be changed. Like, that's something that should have been fixed. Like, how are you going to give a term limit to a president but not the people of the House, the of Congress? Like, that to me is ridiculous. But
yep. Let's see. Yeah, there were. It's weird. It makes literal no sense that now the bond yields are dropping, and they said that is a reason why stocks are tanking. But when bond yields go up, it makes stocks tank as well. So,
well, they said something about people buying into
there's a lot of
as well. So
there's a lot of hot garbage that's out there right now. Hot garbage.
For both of you, I talked about it yesterday, but really looking to ASTR. Still on your ticker. First launch company on the NASDAQ. Smart people, big money, and backing. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I mean, it's up 1%, so that's good. I think we wrote it down too. Yeah.
When market is up, someone will produce negative news to drop it. Yeah.
Every time.
Right. Is the Fed still printing money? I mean, they're always printing money. Anthony,
Well, I
what's
think
up,
that's what's
Anthony?
causing the inflation is the amount of
Oh
money.
yeah, all the stimuluses and everything, and you just print money like crazy.
Like now
Um,
now we're all gonna, like, every person that has a child that qualified for the child thing for the stimulus is now going to start getting what, $300 a month per child,
I
or
think it's like
$500 depending on the age.
250. It depends on the age. It's
And
like
it's
275 or 250.
like so I'm gonna get that, but yet I still have a job. I never lost my job to COVID. Like, why am I getting that? There's zero reason for me to get that. I'm not gonna tell you no. Like, you're gonna give me money, like, and I can't turn it down. Then cool, but like, why am I getting that? I don't need that at all.
Supposedly, it's kind of like an advance on like the tax breaks that you'd get at the end of the year. So
Yeah,
instead
we'll
of
see
getting
how that
all of
works
it at
out.
the end of the year, you're only getting half of it, and they're just kind of advancing you the money. Which I'm more concerned of how that's going to screw up my taxes at the end of the year.
Right, exactly. How ridiculous is it that senators can legally engage in insider trading? That's complete hogwash. I think that's garbage. They say nobody is above the law, but yet they're all above the law.
Oh, they're
and
right.
it's just garbage. Like, I can't stand it. Like, I'm gonna start going into a political rant, and it's not
people
good. So
take small profits or do paper handing for the big sharks after buy more cheaper. Yeah, I'm waiting to see if we drop more because I'm kind of expecting that we will, and then I buy more. I knew
would
it
love
would
to
dip.
see
I called it
NIO.
yesterday. I have no more money to buy more. Yeah, I mean, we knew that there was gonna get. I thought it would be just consolidation for a while, but I mean, everything's been up so much that we kind of needed a pullback. But I don't think this is the pullback because everything is running up. I think this is more of a pullback because all the fear mongering going on.
Right.
But it does bring down the RSI, so it's a hell of a time to buy. So,
Right.
but I don't think this is over though either.
Let's see here.
At JA, yeah, you're right.
Ron Lee, I am now into MMAT. You're like the third person that's told us about MMAT and possible XELA for long term. Both are below $5. What are your thoughts? To me, I feel like anything below like the $10 range is almost like a penny stock. It depends on how you feel about that. Penny stock could be $5 or, you know, $1, anything below $1. I don't know anything about them to kind of give thoughts on them. But
Right.
I would, yeah, it's kind of hard to give thoughts on them when I don't know much about them.
Yeah, so when NIO recovered a lot of the losses today, I'm surprised there wasn't more of a sell-off. I was expecting a pretty decent sell-off. Just the people that got in made a quick 5% and then sold.
Right.
But we are holding.
Right.
Actually, slowly
It's slowly working
on
its way to positivity. So hopefully we get there.
Yeah. Tesla's positive today now, barely, but like Roku's up over 1%.
Wish is there too. Wish is way down earlier this morning. I need that one to go up. I was up 2% that being. Now I'm down 25%. So I'm holding that puppy for the long term, or at least until I'm positive in it. Let's see here. I'm here. Well, welcome back, Anthony. Appreciate you being here. I knew it would dip. I called it yesterday. I have no money to buy more. Right. Welcome to the party. I have money, but I don't know if I want to keep. I don't know if I want to throw it back in NIO. I don't want to do it now because then I'm essentially hurting myself because I sold around this. Well, it's more around this price of where I sold. So I guess it would be breaking even, but I'll wait. I might put into.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see
stocks.
if we drop more before I put more money into it. Because I do have money sitting there.
Repent before too late. I mean, you're not wrong. Say what you want about it, but
NIO's
whatever.
next stop. There's an article that says NIO next stop overseas could be Germany, as it's hiring positions over there.
Yes.
So there is some NIO news. We'll be having videos come out about it, but
let's see here.
They're shipping battery swap stations and superchargers to Norway. So that came out yesterday.
You know what I'm gonna invest in? I'm gonna invest in ammo, man. That's what I'm investing in. Good return on investment there, lol. Dirt cheap now, my guy.
Did you guys vote on the merger for CCIV? No, we didn't vote.
Let's see, Santa.
Did you vote?
I did not. I think Fidelity. I wonder if Fidelity sent me an email yet. I'll have to look.
I got it a while ago. It's probably too late now. Price of food is going up. Yeah. Yeah. I used to, I think I talked about this before, but I used to get like a 3-pack of ribs at Sam's for 28 to low $30, obviously depending on the weight. And now when I went back, they were all like over $40, high 38 to $40. So, yeah. I voted against CCIV merger for fun. Yeah, I mean, I figured it's gonna go through either way. Yeah.
What are they voting on? Like the date or something, or?
For it to happen.
I mean, why would you not want it to happen? Just because they screwed us?
I don't know. Norway to hit 10%.
Yeah, there was the news. God, look at that Xpeng car, dude. I'm not I'm not a fan of the color in general, but that looks good on that car.
Yeah,
I like that.
I mean, even just the car looks good.
I like Xpeng's logo too, just an X. I love that. There was something I was looking for. Tesla's starting to offer lower priced standard range Model Y. There was that as well.
That's ridiculous.
Let's find out how much that's going to cost.
They say they're not going to do it. They do it. And then they say, oh, nope, not going to do it. And now they're doing it again. So dumb. They just keep flip-flopping all the time.
Yeah. No, there was this right here. Germany.
Yeah, Ron. Yeah, Germany.
General manager of NIO Germany. So that could be the next stop for Europe.
Xpeng's down 5% still today.
That's unfortunate.
And NIO's like, yeah. Remember that guy in the comments yesterday saying, why is NIO down more than Lee and Xpeng? Now it's the opposite.
Oh, right. I liquidated NIO and bought AMC at $38. Well, you're making a killing right now. Hopefully it keeps going up for you. And then once that takes off, like, I mean, at this point, I just kind of got sick of holding AMC. So, like, it consolidated to the right and then it started tanking off. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I got my profit. I'll take my 80% profit and then just let it be. If it goes to $100,000, it goes to $100,000. I'll kick myself in the ass, but not a lot. I don't know.
NIO's kind of having a little blast off right now.
No way to hit 10% by the end of the year, hopefully. Yeah, that would be awesome.
NIO Power Day hype? I don't know. Because Tesla is positive now.
I think we're going to see NIO go positive today. I think we'll see it.
That'd be sweet.
I think NIO's going to hit $55 today, chat. You guys watch. $55.
Yeah, the Hong Kong listing for Xpeng I've seen hasn't really gone too well. Hasn't really moved any from what I saw.
Well, they were more expensive. The shares were priced a little bit higher. 1.5 week. I was so happy with NIO at 55. Now I'm suffering because I'm all in on NIO and Citrix. I mean, we'll eventually climb back up there. It's just a matter of time. Obviously, if we saw this coming to a pullback, to 45, then I think everybody would have sold and bought back in. But
right. I wonder when the AMC squeeze is done, will more people get into growth stocks? Yeah, I think so too. I saw it with AMC, the first round of AMC. A lot of people sold out of stocks to get into GameStop, and then obviously when it's done, they're going to get back in. But I've seen a lot of people say that, whatever profits and money they make off AMC, they're just throwing it into NIO and whatever other stocks they're in. So yeah, I see that happening. 10% up tomorrow. Let's hope. I don't see that happening.
A lot, but Tesla, in my opinion, is a safe bet even at these prices. If just one of their fields work, they will be $1,500. SpaceNet, Battle Cable companies, it will continue to rocket. Neuralink works, rocket. Yeah. So with NIO or with Tesla, I think it makes me wonder if any of that's going to relate. Like you think about it, like what's their internet? What's the Tesla? Not Tesla internet, but what's Elon Musk's internet? Space? Not. What the hell's that called?
I just had it and I lost it.
He's got me thrown off with Neuralink. Starlink, that's it. So with SpaceX, Starlink, and Neuralink, I think if they, I don't know if they'll play into Tesla, but I think Tesla.
I don't think they're under the Tesla brand.
Yeah,
so
Starlink,
it won't matter.
yeah. But I'm thinking of just with them being connected to Elon Musk. I don't really think it's gonna really affect Tesla a whole lot, at least the price. No.
Everything's kind of rocket shipping right now. The Xpeng is blasting off.
Katie Wood, putting a $3,000 price target in a couple years on Tesla. I think they're gonna have to do something amazing to happen. Sales like crazy and a good car, but yeah. How convenient is that the U.S. bashes Chinese company as Chinese raises the first flag on Mars? As China raises the first flag on Mars. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
This is honestly like the reason I ask like half of this stuff is a thing because I don't watch the news.
Yeah, I don't watch. I refuse.
The only thing I will look at is what the news is saying about stocks. I wonder when the AM squeeze is done, will it be more people get into the growth stocks? I think so. Yeah, I think with AMC, God, AMC just blasting off is what it is.
Yeah, Xpeng's blasting off too.
I think with AMC, it was like if it fell below the 40 mark, which it got real close today. It even did fall below 40. We were gonna see it just keep tanking, but luckily it bounced off 40. And people like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. If it dropped below 40 and just kept going, I think AMC type was done. And it was going back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope AMC works out for all you guys. So, if you're still in AMC, best of luck to you.
You can't bet against a man who landed a rocket. I mean, I kind of agree.
That is really impressive. That is really impressive.
I have Tesla, but it's not nearly as big of a holding as other things. Roku up 1.6% today now. Let's go. I did buy like a couple extra shares this morning. Instead of the Fed printing more money, they should reallocate a lot of the money they spend on useless stuff or giving other countries first before us. Couldn't have said it any better myself, but let's try not to get political. Hey, Bob. How's it going?
Well, hello.
Planned on buying anything today, or you're gonna just wait and see if it goes lower?
Well, Orlando, speaking of that, so even Meet Kevin went into this when I think it was the last stimulus bill that they were trying to pass. I don't know if it was the fourth one or the third one, but that's the problem. Is so they had all this ridiculous nonsense in there about giving money to other countries. It's a $3 trillion plan. But only the American people see, $1 billion of it.
Right.
500 million of it or something ridiculous. And the rest goes to these random countries for random things. And that's the problem that nobody looked into. And that's the thing, too, is like, I feel like so many people in this world don't have a whole lot of, or in the country don't have a whole lot of money. So when they're like, oh, they're going to give me $1,400 if they vote on this, of course I want them to pass that. Like $1,400 is a lot at one time to one person, and so
a lot of people don't know that a lot of the money is not going to us. And just during crisis and stuff, when something needs passed, that's the easiest way to throw in some extra BS because they feel like they need to pass it. And if you don't pass it, then you'll get everyone will be bad talking you. But it's like, but I didn't pass it for a reason.
Right, exactly. And then
that's how it this just gets shoved through because it needs to get shoved through.
Exactly.
And then all this other nonsense gets added. So
well, and it doesn't help when the bills are 800 pages long.
Right, none of them read it.
Right, who's going to read that?
Yeah. Nobody does. Just bought some Roku. Yeah, I bought a few more shares this morning and it's been working out all right for me. I knew it was gonna dip at some point. I mean, obviously wasn't expecting this just because the RSI was ridiculous, but I was waiting for it to come back down because I sold around 440 something. Sold some, not all of it.
Apple becomes Wall Street Bet's favorite.
Does it?
As Cupertino, I think it's 8%. Yeah, looks to bounce off big in second half.
Oh. Honestly, getting kind of tired of Wall Street bets.
Yeah.
Literally screwing everything up.
I actually have that. Let's look and see what they're talking about right now. So Spy, Newegg, AMC, Space, Clove. It's not. I mean, it's there, but it's not crazy. Now Newegg, man. If you guys got into Newegg before it blasted off, congratulations on that.
And hopefully it sold too.
Right. I'm debating on whether or not to pull the trigger on Newegg. Obviously, I'm not doing it now. I'm thinking this is going to come back down. But
yeah,
I'm debating on whether or not to buy into Newegg. I mean, I use Newegg. I use Newegg. It's a great website, but debating on whether or not it's a good long-term investment.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
Over half of Mexican Americans voted for Trump last year, and you will not see the media acknowledge it. Gas and food is expensive, but the media won't say it's Biden's fault. Well, see, and that's where things get political. We try not to get political on here, but that's the problem. And this is where if you watch like media sources outside of the United States, look at Australia, look at Europe, and even Canada, like look at other news sources outside of the states, they acknowledge this. Like they acknowledge what half of America is blind to because they watch the media here. And you won't see stuff like that on the media because you got to realize the media, they succeed by dividing. You guys ever watch the movie Ants? I think it's Ants. Where Grasshopper was talking where he's talking about like how, think of it like grasshoppers are the government and the American people are the ants. If the American people realize that we're stronger together, it's the downfall of the government, and people don't realize that. And I'm probably targeted by the FBI now, so there's that. You're welcome. But yeah, you won't see that kind of stuff on the media unless it's a part of their narrative, and that's why I don't watch it.
AMC better skyrocket. Well, hopefully it does. It's up 10% right now. Heading up.
What is that ticker? Are they SAVA? SAVA? There we go. Oh yeah, she's up 5% today. What'd you say was up?
AMC's up 10%.
Oh yeah, AMC's just straight rocket shipping right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to the moon.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope this works out for everybody. When you sold those puts, did it work out for you then? Domino? Did everything work out for you on your end? Let's see. Your workhorse is up. Law. Go EV. Let's see here. DD. How's DD? DD's down another 5%.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. See how far that thing drops.
Are you still holding on to it? Didn't you buy into DD? Thought you said you did, but.
Huh? Yeah, I'm waiting to see. I bought more yesterday, but I'm gonna wait to see how far it drops. Hey, Richard from California. Don't agree with your implied politics, but I'm making money like you. See, we need more people. Like, we might not agree on things, but like, why can't we just be adults and just get along? It's not that hard. It's just stupid.
Right. No, and I respect. I 100% respect somebody else's opinion. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. I'm not gonna argue.
Yeah,
I won't. I'm not gonna sit there and like. I like having those conversations. Like, I would love to talk politics, but people can't handle that, and so that's why I usually just avoid it.
Looked at premium, and it's just a waiting game now. Well, good luck.
Let's see. Yeah. Appreciate you guys being here. If you guys aren't subbed to the channel, hit that sub button. Even the like button on the stream. Yeah, I'm really hoping NIO bounces back though. I mean, it's kind of kind of pulled back a little bit from that nice little run up, but I'll take a percent considering the fact that we were down almost 7% again on the day. So,
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm really surprised we made up all that pretty much.
Yo,
Which
did you
is
see?
good.
I guess.
You know,
Go
that's
ahead.
what?
I was gonna talk about Meet Kevin. He I saw on Twitter. I follow him on Twitter, and he was saying that there's an as Kevin started running for governor, there's another governor out in California, another guy that's running, and his name is Kevin, and he stole Kevin's slogan, "Meet Kevin." And now Meet Kevin's like, "Yo, expect papers."
Yeah.
Probably gonna get a cease and desist on that.
Last time we looked, though, I don't think he had that trademarked.
I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty
He
sure
had he only had it trademarked under his realty stuff, not under. You have to trademark under all the different sections. Remember when we were dealing with that crap? And he doesn't have YouTube stuff or like anything outside of his realty stuff trademarked for Meet Kevin. So could be a hard fight there.
Let's see if it shows up under brands. Yeah, so right here, let's see what it says.
Because, you know, like we looked up different terms and there's a million different people that have the thing trademarked, but it's under different, it's like different line items. I forget what it's called.
Right.
Because I could have Meet Kevin as my YouTube channel and have that trademarked, but then someone else, some random person could have Meet Kevin under clothing trademarked, and that's perfectly fine. So that's what I'm saying. Last time we looked, he only had it trademarked under his realty stuff.
Yeah, that's what it's showing. It'll be interesting to see if how that comes out.
Yeah, I don't know.
He hasn't really. Yeah, this guy. It says Meet Kevin Kiley. Like
that's just immature. That's just stupid. Like you're just trying to gain.
Who, him or Meet Kevin?
People. That guy, not Meet Kevin.
Well, and I think that's the reason he put the whole Meet Kevin there is because of that. Like he knew.
Yeah. That's just dumb. Like you know you're not going to win, so you try getting people to follow you because you changed your thing to Meet Kevin.
Can you sue him for breaking IP law? Yes. So we'll see how that plays out.
See, but he said your service work is for real estate.
Even if you go,
that's what I'm saying right there.
Disney might have an option too, or an opinion to what? Let's see what this guy says.
Yeah, see, I completely agree with that guy. It's only under realty.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. That'll be interesting to see how it plays out. He's either gonna have a case or he's not. So,
have a good day, guys. I enjoy the live streams. Well, if you're leaving, thank you for joining. Enjoy being here.
Yeah, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. At least Palantir's recovering. Yeah, Palantir was having a good day last I looked.
Yeah, a lot of things are recovering. I remember looking pre-market and most things were down like 5%. But now everything is slowly kind of going positive or, you know, only down. In my portfolio, max I'm down is 2.6% in the stock. So, yeah. Yeah, Bob, you're right on that too. It's not just like he's using Meet Kevin.
Right.
I don't think
and that's the thing that makes me wonder. I would have to go back and look, but when we had our first original name, if you guys are here for that, we had to change our name because of trademark infringement. But I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. Did they have the name trademark? Like, was that trademarked under like? I think it's because it's under like financial services. Yeah. Or something like that, and that's what we're like in the same realm. I mean, we don't offer services; we just talk about it, and yeah. So I guess that because they told us we couldn't use the word nerd. That was the thing. Was nerd. We couldn't change the E to a 3. We couldn't use any kind of variant of nerd. We had to basically just straight up not use nerd.
Yeah, we couldn't use like stonk nerds. We tried doing that. Yeah. That wouldn't fly. Yeah.
So I think the thing with Kevin is like, yeah, he has a following on YouTube, but you're gonna need a lot more than 1.6 million people to vote for you.
Well, and most of those people aren't in California anyway.
Well, oh, yeah, I mean that's true as well. So,
I mean, whether it, I think I talked about with you. I think even if, you know, he doesn't win, he's gonna gain so much publicity out of this. It doesn't even
right,
matter. Like that could be his whole play anyway. It's
right.
just to do it for more attention, and it's gonna work. I'm assuming he's not doing that, but I mean, could. Keeps making the same mistakes, not selling at 55 or 60 because my stupid average 46. You just don't know what's next. Yeah, you don't know. I expected a pullback or some kind, because the RSI on everything was stupid high, but I wasn't, you know, expecting this. But this isn't pullback because the RSI was high. This is other issues going on in the world. So yeah, I wasn't really expecting a big pullback, or I would have sold it 55 too. Bought a couple more Xpeng at around $39, and it's $39.87 now. I keep telling myself not to buy today because it might be just more red tomorrow, but especially because it's a Friday. But it's kind of hard not to. Yeah, some things are, it seems like everything's trending upwards now, which is obviously good, but it's just good that there's not a big panic sell. CCIV is still struggling, down 2%, but just sideways. Why would you say red tomorrow? Because if they're pushing. Yeah, see, Bob, there you go. Bought some Xpeng today. I'm just gonna hold a small position of Xpeng long and see how it goes. Because with this isn't red because just random pullback. This is red because they're pushing a bunch of fear with the jobless claims. The main thing is the COVID variant. Japan went into a state of emergency because of that. So if more places start doing the same thing, it's really gonna cause everything to go down. So they're causing panic with that. They're causing panic with a potential market crisis or crash. That's been going on for a little bit. And then they're worried about economic growth after COVID-19. That's a new one that I saw today, which I don't really understand that because the last 6 months or so, everything, the economy's been growing good and everything. But also there was more jobless claims than expected, even though jobs, job postings, the amount of available jobs out there was rising. So yeah. A platform to use for stock charts. Well, what we show on the stream is Webull, but we use Fidelity. That's just where our accounts are at. So I honestly kind of like Fidelity's app more. You have to use their desktop app though. It's called Fidelity Active Trader Pro, but you have to use you have to have an account there because you have to sign in with your account. But yeah, I like it. But their phone app, they released a new one and it's better, but it's still not the greatest. But yeah, we use Fidelity and Webull pretty much for the stock stuff. I'm not sure we'll ever get out from under the COVID panic more. That might be a problem. Yeah, I mean, people got over it. They got over the COVID stuff, and now they're just pushing the variants, like crazy more and just causing more causing more fear. People stopped caring about it, and so now they got to push it more. Pretty much, it seems like what's happening. It's kind of ridiculous. We do see Friday ending with green before. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what's happening in the overall market, and then maybe the NIO Power Day could also bring it up. But if the whole market is kind of crap again, then NIO Power Day is not going to bring this thing up. Right. Domino 5, yeah. Japan, yeah, it's no good. And then just on top of all of that I already said, there's fears about China and Taiwan getting into some kind of, I don't want to say war, but I don't know a different word for war.
Fighting.
It's not as harsh as war. And if that happens, the US is going to step in to back Taiwan, and then we're pretty much at war with China, and that's just ridiculous to even think about. Yeah, no problem. Conflict, there you go. But like if they actually start like kind of attacking each other, that's not going to be good.
Right.
Push the variance of the Moderna stock keeps earning. Yeah, last time I looked, it was still going up, which I was pretty surprised about. That's what Vietnam was, a conflict. There you go. But yeah, I mean, stuff is holding sideways or slowly going up.
Yeah, I'm hoping things keep turning around because we need it.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's kind of like a slower day in chat. I like it. You know, gives us a chance to kind of talk with you guys even more. Did you answer Marcus's question about which platform we use?
Yeah, I'm all caught up as far as I know.
Are you guys positive in anything in your portfolios today? I know a lot of people probably have AMC. Really want to see NIO just turn around. Come on, man. Just keep going.
Yeah. I'm positive in American Express, out of all things, and Roku and Tesla. Hey, Pedro, thank you. Really appreciate it. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Bob.
Former cannot let COVID die. They are too invested.
Right.
Correct. Correct.
Well,
plus, I don't know how much. I don't know how much I want to get into it, but
I think it's a fear control mechanism at this point.
Well, and especially since Biden didn't meet his goals of by July 4th, whatever amount of people being vaccinated.
Well, I did see
that he was going to go door to door.
That
caused a lot of problems.
When I was at the gym yesterday, they have all the TVs and everything up, and apparently they're going to start a campaign to go door to door.
Yeah, I saw that. A lot of people are not happy.
I'm telling you, that's going to cause problems.
They got a lot of pushback about that.
Yeah. What are you going to do? Go door to door? Like, I don't know if it's going to be a mandate. Like, you can't mandate that.
No, you can't. No.
I think they're going to go door to door.
Trying to convince
information to convince you, but like,
yeah, that's still.
You're gonna be met at the door with a lot of guns too. So,
yeah, that's not. I'm just not answering my door. I don't answer my door unless I know who it is. Like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to have to deal with someone. I don't care about whatever you're trying to sell me. So just go away. I just don't answer the door.
Right.
Yeah, we had a guy come to our door yesterday, and he left this thing trying to sell like windows. Like, I don't need new windows.
Yeah, no, thank you. I had a guy actually come to my door the other day with he's from some basement repair, Everdry. He's with Everdry. This is not sponsored ad. He's with Everdry, and he came to my door. And he was like, hey, you guys have a basement? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, you guys need any kind, repair or whatever. I'm like, the basement's actually been repaired. And he's like, oh, do you know who? I said, you guys did. And then he's like, all right, well, and he left. I'm done.
Unbelievable.
Oh, let's see here. Knock, knock. I'm from the government. Let me inject you with this needle. Right, exactly. Oh, here, let me inject you with this lead. Easy trade-off. No bags for my family. Fauci can have it where the sun don't shine. Right. I don't know if and this is it. I was kind of shocked. And again, I'm trying not to get political, but you guys are bringing this in. So, and whether you agree with us or not, that's fine. Like, we're not trying to start arguments or anything. But it was even Fauci. He got caught with emails talking about how masks don't work. They help a little bit, but they're not like 100% like they're not as efficient as what they made it out to be. He also got caught with an email saying that hydroxychloroquine was like pretty much the answer to that. There was like a whole bunch of crap that came out, and they knew it came from that Wuhan lab and stuff like that. And yeah, it was not good. It was not good. I don't think anything ever. I don't know what happened because of it. I don't know if anything will happen because of it, but that's what I said. Like I don't listen to the news a whole lot, so that's why I just try to avoid it. So. You will need a new NIO car. Right. Well, listen, we know NIO likes to hang out and chat every now and then. No, I'm just kidding. But we'd love to have NIO just like send us a car that we can just like inspect and just like review and have it on the channel. That'd be dope. Maybe I'll send an email to their public relations or something.
Yeah.
Free car to the United States right now. Easy review. Positive in Adobe, Google, OKE, and Domino's. Negative in like 8 different stocks. Yeah, a lot of people are negative in a lot of things.
So I'm up in 1, 2, 3, 4 stocks, and I have 19 stocks. So yeah, I'm down in 15 of them. Well, 2 of them are mutual funds that aren't going to update until the end of the day, but they're going to be negative. Yeah, I bought a little bit of Xpeng today. I don't know how I feel about it buying more or a lot today, because I don't really know if this is going to be the last day of this kind of crap. So
yeah,
I'm really buying a little bit just in case it keeps going down.
Right. I think I'm going to wait for my cash to settle first before I buy anything
that
I can sell.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Because I really don't want to buy something and not be able to sell it. So, but I did sell out of Ford, sold Ford, and I think I'm gonna stay away from the auto industry right now. I got so much of the auto industry with Tesla, NIO, CCIV. Like, yeah, I need to get something else in here. Maybe
I have NIO.
No, and that's why I was like, maybe, I don't know. Maybe some Apple. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Microsoft making a little bit of a comeback.
The problem is every time I buy those stocks, they don't do anything for me. So then
we just need to hold it longer.
Right. Or I start to lose money. And I bought those back when I really first started investing. And yeah. Oh, shoot.
I might buy a little bit more charge point. I bought a little bit charge point late yesterday and might add a little bit to it today.
Right. Here.
Great time to buy some things, unless you really think it's going to keep dipping hard, but yeah.
Oh, 240 shares of NIO.
Hey, so you're all in. You're all in on
full send.
NIO's going up. Can we break this like 45.80 mark?
Yeah, we're getting there. Let me pull up.
Yeah, Bob, I've been in Microsoft for a while too. It's been treating me good. Nice, steady increases.
Oh, by the way, if you guys, just so you guys are aware, there will be no live stream tomorrow. I actually have to work, so there will be a video at noon and one at like 4 or 6 or 5, somewhere in that ballpark. Yeah. There will be a video tonight as well. What's going on?
Yeah, probably at 4.
Tip rank's dead? My internet dead? No, there it goes.
You spelt tip ranks wrong? Maybe not.
I just refreshed and it worked, so yeah, I don't know.
But he just crazy. In what way do you mean, Domino? Says buddy came back from Vegas and said it's crazy right now.
Microsoft's
Is that a good crazy or bad crazy? Yeah, what kind of crazy? Because Mike's going to Vegas.
Oh, I'm sure it's crazy busy out there right now because of the fact that like things are starting to open back up.
Can your son substitute for you?
Yeah, I'll set him in the chair. He can take over.
Packed with people? Yeah, I'm sure. People haven't gotten out in over a year. They want to get out. Plus, your flights there were stupid cheap. So if like,
yeah,
let's go in there.
So for
free.
two of us, so for me and my wife, to go to Vegas, round trip it was like $230 or something like that. But that's on Spirit, so. I just started watching you guys. I'm an old man. Hey, well, we appreciate that. We appreciate that. Oh, yeah, NIO slowly working its way up there, man. Let's get it. Nice recovery. It's what we needed. Win generated about 1.23 billion in winnings alone in the month of May. Damn. Damn. I don't understand why my company's name shows up. How do I change it to my name? You might have to either you can create a new account or you just go through your settings somewhere in your Google settings and you should be able to change it in there. At what price should I sell NIO and buy back, or should I leave it when rich? That's totally up to you. It's hard telling, you know. Like nobody thought that. Like we knew there was going to be some kind of pullback at 55, but we weren't expecting it to pull all the way back to $42. Obviously, we would have said sell at 55 and buy back in, but you know. It's so hard to tell. I mean, if we look at the year-to-date chart, the RSI is at about 50. So I'm thinking, kind of hoping that since it's at 50, like if we look back at the previous, you know, back in February and back towards December, it started hitting 50 to bounce off 50 on the RSI. So that tells me people are buying back in when it gets close to 50. So we could be close to the bottom, you know, around the $40, $42 range. So now that we're back towards 45, we're probably going to see this RSI start to rotate back and hopefully go back and start to push NIO back up towards $50. So if anything, like, you know, just average in. That's what we say to do. That's what we do. Obviously, this is not financial advice. Do what's best for you and your money. But when we buy things, we dollar cost average in the best we can. So
DRJ, it's your Google account. Whatever Google account you sign into YouTube on, you have to go into your Google accounts settings, and that's where your name is. You can change it in there.
But yeah.
Now a lot of things starting to really turn around though.
Yeah, NIO's kind of torn on what it wants to do. Every time it runs up, it kind of pulls back. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, it can keep just kind of just doing this up, down, and then keep reversing and head up. So, I mean, the volume's still pretty high. I got about 70 million.
Yeah, that's
maybe we'll see close to 100 million by the end of the day.
Yeah, that's high for this time of day.
Yeah, so hopefully she keeps going. AMC pulled back. It's down to about 7% now.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's going to be some profit takers there from what they've gained so far today. Easy profits. Apple's kind of starting to go down a little bit.
Right. Where is it? There it is.
Let's see. Xpeng. What's Xpeng doing?
Xpeng is still down about 4% right now.
Yeah, I bought a little. I only bought just a little bit, but I did buy a little bit more. I'm up like 2% on that. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I want to buy more just to lower my cost basis, but like I don't want to have a big position because like
Right.
I already have NIO, Tesla, CCIV. So kind of like
Oh man, I tell you what a day. We got to record some videos for tonight and tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah, I thought today was gonna be. I thought there was gonna be a lot more panic selling. There was some panic selling at the beginning of today, but then it cooled down and people just bought the dip.
Yeah.
Just good, obviously. Or this thing would have just kept tanking. I'm only down 0.8% overall, which is really surprising. Yeah, Bob, you're right. Let's see.
I think.
Yeah, they're starting to, like, they kind of peaked and they're starting to kind of, like, possibly go down.
Let's see here. Yeah, Dow Jones was down way down this morning. Like that was nerve-wracking. Because I remember talking to you after stream and after recordings, is one of the two, and I'm like, just imagine if we woke up tomorrow and Dow's down like 600 points.
Yeah, and
we wake up and it's down 500. Like,
yeah.
So that's fantastic.
Yeah, so there's two things that just came out. It says stock skid on economic worries, and then another one, Dow tumbles as Delta variant fears grip Wall Street. Yep.
And I've heard that the vaccines are not like working for the variant. Like,
I think there was one of them that was like, I can't remember, but one of them supposedly was doing okay with it, but then like I think Johnson & Johnson doesn't do anything for it really, and yeah. But yeah, that's going to be the next thing that's going to be talked about more and more every day probably, is just COVID-19 variants and pushing that fear and making the stock market go down.
To read the full story, sign in. Not happening.
Yeah.
Let's go to...
I was expecting more of a sell-off at some point since we ran all the way back up, but hopefully it doesn't happen. NIO's still trending up. They're all kind of still like trending that way.
Yeah, if you bought it this morning at the dip, man, you're up 7% so far on the day, 6.5%.
Yeah.
Let's
Astra
see.
and Pfizer supposedly work for the variant. Yeah, there you go.
What's that?
Astra and Pfizer supposedly work for the variant.
Oh.
Domino says.
Well, good, hopefully.
That's like the last thing we need is that to start going crazy again, and then
right,
and everything just crashes because of it again. Be ridiculous.
Right.
I have some call options for next week. I really hope it breaks 48. Depending on what time next week, I think It really just depends on how much this fear crap keeps going. But if it turns around, then I could see we getting back up to 48 next week. Yeah, Anthony, it'd be fantastic if we ended green today. It wants to, but every time we get to around 45, 80, like it doesn't want to break this past this. Really, like 45, 78, it doesn't want to get past. So we'll see. We just need one good buyer to buy it up and give everybody else confidence. Then they'll buy it. But yeah, it's like right now it just keeps bouncing off the 45, 78.
I mean, I'm perfectly happy if it finishes red. I'm perfectly happy with a 0.5%, considering we were down almost 6% again this morning. So,
right, exactly.
I'm perfectly fine with this. Oh,
yeah. I think this morning when the market opened, I was down, I think 4% in my portfolio, or 3 point something percent, and then now I'm only down 0.72%. But yeah, things got bought up pretty good. What are your thoughts tomorrow for the power day? I don't think it's gonna really make the stock. I don't think it's really gonna make the stock go up, especially if there's more of this all. There's so many different things of fear going on with China, Taiwan, economic growth, COVID variant, Japan. You know, that goes with the COVID variant, but Japan's doing state of emergency and like so many different things going on. If that keeps getting pushed tomorrow, I don't see NIO or anything going up. It doesn't. In times like that, it doesn't matter what news comes out. Yeah. The stock's not going to go up. But I hope that they released some good juicy information about, you know, some innovations they're working towards for in the future for battery stuff or charging stuff. Maybe some wireless charging update. We'll see. Haven't heard any wireless charging update in a long time. But if the market is not complete crap tomorrow and they release good information, then I could see NIO stock going up because of that. But I don't really see it going up before, like as in you know, anticipation for NIO Power Day, because it's not really like hyped up. There's not really anything on it. You know, there's no articles everywhere hyping it up or anything.
so they installed, obviously, their 301st battery swap station, and well, it went online today, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
let's see. I'm looking through an article to see what their expectations are. It'd be interesting to see if the company provides updates regarding this project. Let's see here. I think it might help drive the stock up a little bit. I don't think it's going to be like obviously like 20%, 10% or anything crazy, but I think it could be a good thing to help drive it up a little bit, give it a reason to go up.
right.
So it'd be nice to see NIO be green to go into the weekend. But
yeah.
All right, let's see here. We'll probably end stream here in like maybe the next 8 minutes or so, about 1:30 Eastern time. So whatever time it is your time, whatever 30 it is, we'll probably end stream. We got a couple videos to record, one for tonight, one or two for tomorrow. So the videos tomorrow, just as you guys a heads up, they're going to be a day behind because I work. So that's kind of like the downfall to me having to work. So
Is what it is.
and it stinks because we can't talk about the power day unless Chad does a live stream. But if he does a live stream, I won't be a part of it because I'm working. So we may end up doing that. We'll see what happens. But yeah.
I guess the good thing about the market being crap is it brought down the RSI on pretty much everything.
Yeah, which is what we needed.
David, that's That's kind of weird. They had to make a channel to join. Hey y'all, I told you we are going back up. Never give up. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not ever gonna give up on NIO unless the company is giving up on itself. 170 end of year. LOL. Still wishing. I mean, sure would love to see that.
Right.
That'd be that would be awesome. But it's more like 170 end of year next year for me. We'll see. Especially once they become profitable, it's going to be huge. Outer Space, thanks for joining. Oh, it looks like we broke 4580, so we might start testing that, positive area.
Oh, we're going to the moon, baby. We're positive, chat. Here it comes.
There it is.
Game over.
I'm expecting a little bit of a sell-off and then touch it again and then actually blast off.
Told you $55 by the end of the day. 55, here we come.
See what happens.
Sell.
See if it actually holds.
No, I think we'll see some kind of pullback.
I'm running out of years. Wish they'd hurry up with NIO. Gotta think positive. Think positive.
Guys, what is the next resistance? So let's just go ahead and look at, we'll go to 3-month chart. I mean, based on where we're sitting, this 46 seems to be, it's definitely not a floor because we broke right through it. But we'll see if maybe it holds this 45, 46 becoming a new support.
We'll see if it actually holds this 46.
Right.
Though.
It's really hard telling. Maybe the next big milestone would be like maybe somewhere in here, like a $47 mark. We kissed it a couple times.
Yeah, the next kind of one is like up by 50, I guess, but nothing like super close to where we're at now.
Right. I mean, these should hold relative. So yeah, I mean, it's like touched it a couple times here. Got one right here, and then got one right here. So you got here, and then obviously a couple there. Yeah. Yeah, so I would say like the next big milestone, if we can hold above 46, that'd be fantastic. But maybe like 47 marks, 47.50. Yeah, David, right. Somewhere around 47.83, somewhere in that ballpark. But come on, baby, let's get 55. Let's get 55. Can I hear 55 in chat? 55.
Like I said, I would be happy. Like I said at the beginning of this week, I would be happy if we were still above 50 by the end of this week, but
right.
Don't know if I see that. That would be a heck of a turnaround.
It would be a major catalyst if NIO becomes the manufacturer for Chinese police vehicles. I mean, yeah. That would be huge. Even for the government, just anything.
Yeah, it's not going to hit 55, so don't get too excited.
He's a Debbie Downer. You guys will realize that by now.
I'm just sick.
You don't need to be a realist. No, we're going to pump this baby up. Us 54 people in chat are going to pump this up to $55. Let's go with what Bob said, 65. Let's go 65. Why stop at 55?
Right. Why stop at 55 when you have 65?
NIO's the thick daddy? Yeah, it is. Real thick. Thick.
Should I sell the 200 shares I bought this morning at next resistance? What did you buy at? Because if you're up like already 6% or so on those shares, like, not telling you what to do, but kind of looking like some easy profits.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, if my money was settled, I have money in my account, but it's not settled yet. I would have been buying more this morning. I just didn't want to buy, and then it keeps crashing, and then I've, couldn't really sell. And I also couldn't sell just for quick profit either, so that's why I didn't really buy any. But it'll be settled tomorrow, so maybe we'll be down again tomorrow, and I'll just buy up then. So, yeah, let's see here now if we hold past this, or at this 46. It looks like it's, as of right now, it wants to hold above it.
Let's see here.
All right, so you bought it all those times. So, I mean, you're up pretty decent. It's just hard to tell because are we going to wake up tomorrow pre-market and we're down 5% again?
Right.
Which would be, you know, basically what you bought at.
And that's
so
like, why the stock market, that's why it sucks to, you know, if you're, and that's what, it makes it very, very hard. Because you're like, man, like looking at it now, like, oh, I should have sold at 55. But then it's like, if I sold, knowing my luck, if I sold, this baby's going to 65. And if I don't sell, it's going back down to 40, which is exactly, you know, is what happened. We went back down to 42. So it's like, it's kind of one of those things where you kind of just got to go back and forth. And it's like, you know, maybe sell half, take half your profits, and then average back in, or, you know, sell it all. It's totally written. Unless you're in it for the long run, then it's may not even matter.
Yeah. Yeah, so JA, if it does spike up because of Power Day, then yeah, it's going to sell off. But I'm not really seeing a spike up because of Power Day. It's not hyped up like at all. I've seen one article about it. So yeah, I'm not really expecting it to go up because of Power Day. Maybe after Power Day if they, you know, release some juicy information, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Saint long here as well.
I'm really excited to see where NIO sits in the next couple years. You know, they got a bunch of
especially 2025.
Right.
They do want to work on a cheaper car. They said that's part of their long-term goals, so yeah. Pretty much Stardust, yeah, in long run, it's pretty much only going to be going up, you know, overall, so.
I mean, almost all stocks go up in one direction.
So. Hey, Outer Space, welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. You're fantastic.
And we love your face.
Do appreciate you being here. You've been joining like all the live streams, and I've been seeing you in the comments a little bit too, so appreciate it. Can you share your NIO average? My average is 38.50.
Mine is like 48. So yeah, so I'm down right now, but that's because I sold out some of the ones that I was like barely positive in, so that raised it back up.
Yeah, so that raised it.
So, but I'd rather not lose the money. I mean, looking at it now, like I probably like it sucks. I shouldn't have sold, but you know, at the time you can't predict this stuff, so. That gives me a chance. I mean, my portfolio was 80% NIO, so that gives me a chance to divert. I've been wanting to diversify, but I also didn't want to sell NIO. So with the talks of market crash, NIO being down almost 7% this morning, and me still kind of breaking even, or if not making just a little bit of money, I'm happy with that. So now I get to diversify and still keep a lot of my NIO. So, yeah.
Yeah. My average is 46. I know I will sell at 55. I think professional trading technique and let's know exactly what to do. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say because like Mike said, you could sell at 55 and then it just rocket ships past 55. So there's always that gamble there.
But then again, I'm not holding could come back down too, so.
Exactly. So it could work out, could not. Usually on things that I'm holding long, like NIO and stuff, I tend to not really sell and then buy back in, but other stocks I do. Depends. I've been mowing lawns and putting all the extra money in NIO, LOL. I know this is a once in a blue moon ordeal. Not often do you find a stock that can compete with Tesla in a new market. Yeah, I mean, and they've been around literally not even half the time that Tesla's been around, and they're putting out some stuff that's better than Tesla. So
my goal, I believe that NIO is what Tesla was like 10 years ago.
Some people that sold Tesla regret it. If you're talking about this morning, maybe
I would say he's probably talking about like from the beginning.
No,
because Tesla didn't do anything for 10 years. You know,
right.
it's kind of up a little bit, but it wasn't anything where it's at now. And now the people that probably sold Tesla 10 years ago are like, damn. So this is kind of that chance to really hoping NIO does the same path as Tesla. Once they become profitable, it really takes off and they start to expand. And yeah.
Some people sold Tesla before the rip. Exactly. Yep. Happens a lot of time.
Right.
I mean, look, when NIO was back at $30, I saw a lot of people saying they were selling. Imagine if you sold at 30.
Right.
You just lost out on like 50%. NIO has better AI driving than Tesla. Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with the ET7 and what updates they bring to it for, driving stuff.
Right. Oh, shoot. All right, chat. I think that's where we're going to end the stream. We got to record a couple videos for tonight. Got to record a couple for tomorrow due to work. So,
NIO Power Day tomorrow. Let's not forget. Yep. I'm excited to see what they say. Like I said, though, I'm not expecting a whole lot of movement from the stock because of it, unless, afterwards, because they release something fantastic. But
right.
Yeah, so
there may or may not be a day stream tomorrow. Depends on what's going on in the stock market. So if that's the case, then, we'll do a live stream tomorrow, or at least Chad will if he can.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, we did release a video at 8 this morning. It's a weird time for us to release a video, but if you guys haven't seen that, go check that out. It's some awesome, just fantastic news about ET7 stuff, deliveries potentially for next year. So if you haven't watched that, go check it out.
Nice live stream. See ya. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks. You've been in pretty much all the live streams too.
David, appreciate you being here.
Thank you. NIO seems to be heading up again. We're holding past that 46. Pretty darn good.
Yeah. Hopefully it keeps going. We'll give it an update, on our 5 o'clock video tonight. What's going on with NIO and where it went and stuff like that. So again, we appreciate you guys being here. We really do. We appreciate the support and the show up.
And
every time you guys show out and come out, every time we live stream, we really appreciate it. Taking time out of your day to be here.
Ben, thank you, Outer Space, for joining.
Yeah, thank you for that.
That's much appreciated.
My daughter works for BP in Chicago. Yeah, I work for not BP, but I work for Marathon.
SPCE is going well today. I'll have to look into SPCE.
But all right, guys, thank you again for being here. We appreciate it. If you guys aren't subbed yet, hit that sub button. It's the best way to support the channel. Even hit the like button. Again, it all really helps support the channel. And, we try to bring all the love back to you guys. Because, again, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here talking. So, again, thank you so much for all that. Also, noted,
thank you. We love you too.
We started a Twitch channel. Let me go ahead and pull this up. If you guys are into video games, we like playing video games. We have a video channel that we're going to start playing, talk about stocks and play video games at the same time. You could follow right there, twitch.tv/stockdudes. So if you guys if you're into that, that's there as well. So we might give that some razzle dazzle tonight. We'll see what happens. I have to work, so we'll see. But again, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you guys. Again, we wouldn't be here without you guys, so we'll see you guys in the next video.
That's sorry, I was just gonna say, well, that's mainly the reason why we do the live streams, is to be able to talk to you guys.
Right.
Because we just really like, having a conversation with you guys about whatever. Ryan, yeah, we play Warzone.
Yeah, a whole bunch of different stuff. Warzone, Halo, Rust, whole bunch of computer games.
It's all PC games.
Yeah.
So,
all right, guys, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.